My name is Valerie. I am 21 years old. I am a university student. I stay with my older sister, Elizabeth. Our parents died when I was just 11 years old. It was a terrible car crash. After that, Elizabeth took care of me. She was like a mother and a sister both. She gave me love, care, and a safe home. Elizabeth is very smart. She works as a history professor at my university. Students love her classes. Teachers always say good things about her. Elizabeth is married to Dr. Richard Fox. He also teaches at the same university. He is a professor too. He teaches English. People say Richard is such a good man. So polite. So decent. Elizabeth and Richard look like a perfect couple. They go to work together. Elizabeth trusts him. She always says, "I married my best friend." But I feel something is not right. Sometimes the way Richard looks at me, it makes me uncomfortable. His smile feels wrong. I try to ignore it. I tell myself, "It's all in your head, Valerie. You are overthinking." But I cannot lie to myself. One evening, I was sitting on my bed. Suddenly my phone buzzed. It was a message from Richard. I opened it. My eyes froze. It read, "You looked so beautiful today. I can't stop thinking about you." I thought maybe he sent this by mistake. Maybe it was for Elizabeth. I didn't reply. I tried to forget it, but more messages came. "Can we meet for coffee? You know you feel the same, Valerie." My heart was beating fast. I felt scared. I didn't answer, but next day after my class, Richard was waiting outside. He smiled and said, "You are beautiful, Valerie. Every time I see you, I fall more for you." I ran to the washroom and cried. I love Elizabeth more than anything. She was my sister, my family, my whole world. I can never hurt her. But Richard scares me now. He kept forcing me to talk. He sent messages, called me, followed me everywhere. He even said, "I don't care if you're Elizabeth's sister. You have to love me." His words made me sick. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. One evening, I decided, I can't hide this anymore. Elizabeth needs to know. Even if it breaks her heart, she must know the truth. I walked to the living room. Elizabeth was sitting there smiling. She looked so happy. She said, "Richard and I are planning something. We are trying for a baby through IVF. I hope to become a mother soon." My heart broke. I couldn't say anything. How could I? She was so happy, so excited. I couldn't break her heart. So, I stayed quiet. That night, I sat on my bed crying. I felt lost. Suddenly, there was a knock at my door. I opened it. It was Richard. I asked, "Why are you here?" He said, "I came to see you to tell you I love you. You are beautiful, Valerie. I want you." I felt sick. He tried to come closer. I shouted, "Go away or I'll call the police." His face changed. He got scared and left. I locked the door and sat on the floor. I cried the whole night. Richard had crossed every limit. He messaged me, "Don't be scared. I only love you." I couldn't stay silent anymore. I had to tell Elizabeth everything. I waited till evening. Elizabeth came home. She looked so happy. She had a little shopping bag. She smiled and said, "Valerie, look. I bought baby clothes." Soon I will be a mom. My heart broke. I said, Elizabeth, I need to talk to you. It's important. She sat down. My hands were shaking. I told her everything about the messages, about how Richard followed me. At first, she stayed quiet. Then, she looked at me with anger. She shouted, "Stop it, Valerie. What are you saying?" I said, "I'm telling the truth. Richard said things to me. He sent messages. He came to my room last night." Elizabeth stood up and shouted, "You are lying. You are jealous. You want to destroy my marriage." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I said, "No, Elizabeth, I love you. I stayed quiet for so long because I didn't want to hurt you, but now I have to tell you the truth." She walked towards me. She looked angry. Suddenly, she slapped me. My face burned. My heart sank. She pointed at the door and said, "You are not my sister. You are a liar. Get out of my house." Tears rolled down my face. I said, "Elizabeth, please believe me. I did nothing wrong." But she looked away. Her eyes were full of hate. I went back to my room. I cried for hours. My phone rang. It was my friend Samara. I answered the call. Samara shouted, "Valerie, what did you do?" "Elizabeth is crying. Richard told everyone you tried to break their marriage, that you liked him." My world stopped moving. I tried to explain. "Samara, it's not true. He sent me messages." I stayed quiet for Elizabeth, but now he is lying. But Samara didn't listen. She hung up. I was completely alone. No one believed me. Not my sister, not my friend, no one. I opened all the messages Richard had sent. I said to myself, I won't stay silent. I have proof. I will show the world the truth. Next morning, I walked to the university office. I showed them all the messages. One lady said, "Valerie, this is serious. We will take action." I had hope now. I waited and waited. Then finally the university called me. They asked me to come to the office. When I reached the office, the staff were already there. Elizabeth was there too. She looked tired. The lady from the office looked at me and said, "Valerie, we saw everything. The messages, the photos. We believe you." My eyes filled with tears. I looked at Elizabeth. The staff showed her Richard's messages. Elizabeth stared at them. Tears rolled down her face. She said, "He told me you were lying. He told me you wanted him. Oh God, I was wrong. I hurt my sister." She cried and said, "Valerie, I'm so sorry. I didn't believe you. I slapped you. I threw you out of the house. I broke your heart. And you were only protecting me." I hugged her and said, "I love you, Elizabeth. Even when you didn't believe me. I never hated you. You are like my mother." Elizabeth cried harder. She said again and again, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." That night, Elizabeth found Richard's old phone. On that phone were more messages, his dirty secrets, his chats with other girls, too. Elizabeth saw the full truth. She came to my room and said, "You were right, Valerie. I feel so ashamed. I didn't trust you. I blamed you. But it was him, not you." Elizabeth filed for divorce and went to court. In the courtroom, Elizabeth looked at Richard and said, "You broke my trust. You hurt my sister, you destroyed my family. I can never forgive you. I want a divorce. I don't want a man like you in my life. Richard said nothing. He just looked down, ashamed. Slowly, life began to feel better. Elizabeth and I became stronger. We started smiling again. Sometimes the person you trust the most can hurt you the most. Even if no one stands with you at first, one day they will see the truth. Comment below, what would you do if you were Valerie?